Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Kathy at Attic Treasures, etc. And today I want to finish working on the signatures for my little golden book journal that I'm doing for Donald Duck's toy train. But before I do that, I just have to share this junk journal haul. Now, when I finished reorganizing my craft room and getting it all done, I told myself not buying anything more. And I told myself I don't need anything. I just really, there's probably nothing that I need. But I always go to the office section where they have like the spiral bound notebooks and stationery and just little officey things. And I saw this box. Well, I had to look inside, right? Because whatever is in here is only $2.99. So when I opened it, I let out an audible gasp, and you'll see why. Look at these. These are all a ton of little tags. Aren't they adorable? Look how many there are for $3. I'm never going to have to cut another little tag in my life. So I thought, how fun is that? And the top is laminated and I can just, poke out the little hole. So I thought, okay, I have to go with that. Yeah, I should just stay out of there altogether because I just can't help myself. But sometimes you find really good deals, right? Anyway, so then the next thing I found, because I sort of wandered over into the children's toys and games and stuff like that, and I found this bingo game, again for $2.99, and I have seen these almost exact games in antique stores for like 12 bucks. And so I thought, oh man, I mean, it's got all these bingo cards that I can grunge up, and it's got a bunch of these little circles that I could make little button embellishments or coin envelope ties, the little tie things. So, I had to have that because of course you have to have things like that. And it even has these little tokens, which I have used red ones that I have in little embellishments. So those were kind of fun. So anyway, that had to come home with me. So I don't really feel like I spent too much money. So, I'm not getting too hard on myself. And then I also found this little calendar for 79 cents. And first of all, look at all these little squares. Maybe I can get this sticker off without too much trouble. But the pages, the calendar pages, look at these. Make sure you don't have too much of a glare. These are just gorgeous. So I thought, these would look so pretty in the center of a journal or center of a signature, but they're just gorgeous, just beautiful flower photographs. So I had to have that. I mean, 79 cents. But I am always, always, always on the lookout for plastic placemats like this that have a pattern on them that I can use in coffee dyeing. And you can never have too many of these. So even though I already have several of different styles, and some have leaves on them, some are lacy like this one, but I just love these for coffee dyeing paper and making pretty patterns on them. And okay, so I spent $9.79, and I think it was worth it. So anyway, without any further ado, now that I've shared that with you, I want to get busy working on my my little Donald Duck toy train little golden book junk journal. Now I already did a video on how I created the spine while keeping the gold foil intact. And I've been putting together signatures, and I actually put together 4 signatures, but then when I held it up, 3 were really the only number that would fit in here comfortably. So I was really at a loss as to how not to use this cute little signature in here. So what I did, I also found this little red caboose little golden book, and you notice it has a red spine. It's not the same gold foil spine. Well, they actually did do these, so this is original. It's not just taped on here by the consumer. It's an actual type that they made, and I've seen them with blue spines before, but this was the first time I saw them with a red spine. So I'm just going to have to do another train journal, and I'm going to save this little signature for that one. Now, if you've never done a little golden book junk journal before, I did a video on how to disassemble the journal and take the signatures out, but you end up with two signatures. And I've seen a lot of videos where they, they cut the spine down, and then the pages are too long, so they end up having to fold them, or various things like that. Well, by taking it apart and saving this this whole spine width, this whole entire area, now I don't have to fold the signature pages from the journal, but you end up with two signatures from the book. And so what I've done is I've taken two of the signatures and I have interspersed them in between other pages and decorated them and embellished them so that the story is all still in order. So I did that with two of the signatures because you can't really take it apart and put it, unless you hinge all the pages, which I suppose you could do, take the pages apart and hinge them. But then the story, I don't think it would still go together, because if you take out one page, okay, so let's take that one. That one was in the center of one signature. But if you take out these two pages, they're not. These two pages aren't together. They're not. They don't. This one doesn't follow the story from this one. So I interspersed them, and then each one has something cute on the inside, on the center signature. And then, so I have two signatures ready with the story intact. And then I have a third signature that I have just made just as much, train related as I can. As you can see, I've tried to use toy trains and train references throughout. And but there's still a little bit of embellishing that I want to do. Like this page is blank. There's nothing here. This one was from a weekly reader. I found at a secondhand store a whole bag of old weekly readers. This one's from 1953, and I don't know how many of you remember those, but I couldn't wait until the weekly reader came out when I was in school. Of course, I was born a few years after this, but still, we had them all throughout elementary school. And this one happened to be on train. So because it was pretty fragile, I cut it down, and then I Mod Podged over it, a couple of coats of Mod Podge, and then ironed on some wax. And I do have a video showing how that process works, and I'll try to remember to link it at the end or in the description below. So I thought that would be fun to put in there. And then I've also got a couple of these where I made these little pop-ups like that. So, and I will do a video on how I made these, because these were a lot of fun. So anyway, so this is the kind of like the bonus section, and I think I will put it at the end because it has this belly band on the back, and since these have so much collaging on them, I don't want what's in the belly band to interfere with the collage opposite. Okay, so these two signatures are embellished enough. I'm done with these. So I just have a couple of things that I want to do inside here. So I'm going to set this aside. And while I was out at the same place where I found the little red caboose, I also found that, no, actually this was a different store, a different thrift store. I just can't stay away from those places. But anyway, this is called Engine Whistles, and it's such a cute book. It's about the technological process or progress of a town in early America. And it starts with trains, and it goes through and talks about telephones, and then gas lighting and fire trucks and stuff like that. And there's a couple of boys in here that kind of follow it all the way through. So it's really a cute story, and it has these lovely, lovely illustrations in it. So in fact, I did, in this signature, the one that I took out of the Donald Duck one, and I'm going to put the little red caboose, I did this collage using an illustration from the book on the back of the signature, or the inside of the back. So I'm going to do something like that. I'm not sure where, but the first thing I wanted to do is to make a pocket to go in, and I wanted to have the illustration be the top of the pocket. So I'm just going to go through and find, I did have a picture, I should have marked it, but I just got busy and didn't do it. So maybe I'll save that for the caboose one, even though it's yellow. There are quite a few cool, oh, here we go. This is the one that I wanted to use. So I'm going to tear this page out of the book, and don't be mad at me for doing it, because I'm just going to do it. Okay, all right, that only hurt a little. And I want to cut it down so that it will fit on one of these pages. And where did I want to put it? Where'd it go, guys? Oh, right here. Okay. I wanted to put it on that one. So I like the yellow and the blue. It kind of goes with the yellow and the blue of the chipmunks over here. So I'm going to cut it down just a little bit over here, and then I'm going to fold it up like this to form the pocket, but leave the picture, the illustration, intact. So I'm going to grab set that aside. In fact, I will take this out so I can use it as a guide. And I want to stay inside this red stitching. So it needs to, I really don't want to, I don't want to cut off this part of the engine, but that means that I will have to cut off some of the, printing, but that's okay. Isn't it? Is it okay? A lot of times what I'll do is I'll just cut off the border. Okay, that is a good size. So, and I'm just going to fold it up like so to form the pocket. And then I'm going to ink it, and I'm going to sew around, not onto the page. I'm going to sew it separately. So let me ink it first. Okay, so I'll be right back. I'm just going to sew around this, and then we'll attach it, and then that part will be done. Okay, change of plan. So before I sew this, I got to thinking about something else. Some of the pages have these cute little diagrams on them that relate to whatever that chapter of the book is about. In the fire engine section, there are some interesting little diagrams for having to do with fire engines, and there are some with clothes and stuff like that. So what I thought I would do is I cut it down to the same width as the other one, and I'm going to fold it up just like this one, attach it, and sew it together, and then I will have two pockets, one on each side, and then I can hinge it on the page, and then that way the page will have enough for, you know, space for writing as well. So let's go ahead and fold this up so that it is the same height. Here. It needs to stay there so I can use it as a guide. Okay, so now when I sew these together, they will be there will be a pocket on each side. This will hinge out and open so that there will be, it won't reduce the amount of writing space on the page. So I'm just going to ink this one up as well. Okay, so I have sewn all the way around, and I have a pocket here and a pocket here, and then here we have the diagram, and on this side we have the illustration. So in order to attach it to the page, and I wish I'd thought about this ahead of time, I could have sewn this strip on, but now I don't want to sew it again because I don't want to put any more holes in the paper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this to the same length as the paper, and score it, and then I will glue it on and glue it to the page. So let's get it cut first. And I chose double-sided paper so that there would be, there wouldn't be any blank, white space. Okay, now I'm going to score it down the middle. And I want it to attach like this, so I'm going to score it on this side. No, it's close to the middle. So I'm going to glue it here, and I'm going to use art glitter glue because I know my art glitter glue will adhere really well. I'm going to glue the inside of this. So we were finally able to go out for a walk today. We did the other day too, but it was kind of chilly and kind of overcast, but today was really bright and sunny. And I wanted my phone to finish charging so I could do this video. So we went out for a walk while that was going on. It was so nice. Okay, there we go. So I can attach it like this. I like this idea. Wish I would have thought to sew it ahead of time, but that's the way it goes. Okay, there. Now we have a couple of pockets. And still plenty of writing space here. I have this little diagram that came off of another page, so I think I'm going to put that here on the front just because it's adorable. So I'm not sure when this video is going to go up. Today is Sunday, so it should go up tomorrow. And also tomorrow I'll be doing the drawing for the 1500 subby giveaway, and I'm still so excited. So I'm so very grateful for all of you. And like I said before, I will respond to the winner's comments in that video, and then they can reach out to me via my email address, which is in the description. Okay, so how cute is that? So I have a couple little things that I wanted to put in these pockets. These are from the Tim Holtz Ideology ticket book. So I pulled these out because this is United Railroads and this is Market Street Railway. So we can put maybe one in there like that. Open it up and put another one in here like so. Okay, I think I'm going to leave this here for now. And I would like you to come back in my next video, because I will also, there's a couple of other little embellishments that I wanted to do before I put in the signatures, or at least one more. But yeah, I really love this. In fact, I might, instead of putting this big ticket in here and covering up the picture, I might do some embellishing on these little tickets, since they don't quite take up as much space. But we'll see. I have some time. This will be going up on my Etsy shop when I do get it finished. So, you know, watch for that. So I hope you enjoyed this, and maybe getting some ideas for doing your own little golden book. So again, I will link the video to the way I disassembled the cover and made it so that you don't have to lose any of the spine or fold any of the pages. So anyway, I hope you got some value out of this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're a new subscriber, please go to my video for the 1500 subby giveaway and leave me a comment so that you can get in the drawing. And please hit the notification bell so that you know when I've uploaded new content. So thank you for watching. Let the serendipity find you, everybody, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.